Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at things that I wish I knew while playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 earlier than I probably should have figured it out, and I hope that it helps you guys have a better quality of life with the game. Before I get into it though, I am giving away a copy of this game, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below telling me the style of gameplay you're going to choose. Are you going to be a thief, ninja? Are you going to be someone who just gets up in people's face and beat them up? Are you going to talk and use speech and charisma? Speaking of charisma, that is our first thing we're going to talk about, and that is the ability to win skill checks easier by having a dedicated outfit to speech in general. So I have three separate setups here. You can see that I have my normal kind of day-to-day fighting people, good armor, good weapons situation. Then I also have a stealth one. You can tell because down there it says conspicuousness 10, noise 7, visibility 37. If I want to go in and sneak around and steal things, I need those three to be as low as possible. However, I'm at the point in the game now where I don't have to worry about it too much. But my other outfit, as you can see, has a charisma of 30. I can equip weapons on this, but I just don't bother. Whenever I go into a town or something where I feel like I'm going to have to make some decisions and choices or trick people or speak to people in certain ways, I always put this suit on. Because having a higher charisma means that you will be able to win skill checks better and more often. So you can see over here with speech, it says you gain experience primarily through conversations and using skill checks in them. You also can read books which will enrich your vocabulary, which is another good way of building speech. Speech is your first port and call for winning skill checks. That is your main stat that you need to worry about by leveling it up. However, having good charisma helps you win those speech checks, and then that will equate to XP for your speech. So the more you win, the more you can level it up. So you can see charisma says represents how good you look. It plays a role when using skill checks and trading. Your total charisma is the average of the charisma values of the individual pieces of your clothing or armor that are visible. Things that are underneath, for instance, if I go over here to my outfit, this long gambeson that I have on, I don't need to have on at all for charisma. You can see my charisma and speech, they're exactly the same. I don't even know why I have it on. I'm actually going to drop it because I don't need it. Charisma is also boosted by being clean, so washing in a bucket or going to a bathhouse, having perfumes that you can use through alchemy, you create them and then you can use them, will all raise your charisma. I've never needed to do the perfume route. I've always tried to keep clean, but I don't feel I've necessarily had to be spotless clean for a bathhouse to win those skill checks. And there's a point in the game where you start to win more than you're going to lose regardless. So, it's just a good way to start. Get involved with making yourself look good, having a high charisma stat on one of your outfits to win those skill checks. And speaking of washing yourself and make you look clean, there is a perk called Next to Godliness, and it says over there, washing at a tub or pier or taking a bath in a bathhouse will cure 10 points of your health. Now we're going to eliminate the bathhouse section of that because there is a bathhouse choice which will give you full health, full food, full energy, everything. So let's just take bathhouse out of the equation. Now for the tub, that's going to be where you're mainly washing yourself every single time you go into a town, and on top of that you will cure 10 points of health. So if you go into any kind of place and you use one of the buckets and you're low on health, I can't really show that right now, you run up to these and you press wash yourself. That means that you will get 10 HP back instantly, and then if you go to sleep you'll heal faster, which means then you don't have to sleep as long, so you don't have to worry about too much stuff. However, I found out a little trick. If we wash ourselves with one of our outfits, you can then change. You'll be able to get that 10 HP for the second one as well. And then the third outfit will give you another 10 HP. So all in all, if you wash all three of your outfits, you'll get 30 HP back, which usually is enough to get your health back to full. So it's a really, really good thing that you should be looking at doing. One of the other things I would suggest is getting a spade and carrying it with you at all times. So if we've got Travaskovitz here where you spawn, if you go all the way over here to the right, you'll find a nice little cemetery. Here there is a gravedigger and you can steal his spade, you can rob him of it. I'm sure you could probably buy them in shops, but this is just where I got it from. Well, that's a weird horse. This is early access preview content, by the way. Stuff like this should be fixed by the time games come out. That's actually pretty funny. I enjoyed that. Let's go back to the gravedigger. So this is Gravedigger Ignatius, and he is just currently not my friend because I don't know why. We've done quests together. I don't know why he's so against me. If you go rob his pockets, you can see he has a spade right there for you to take. I'm not going to bother taking it because I already have one. And he also has money and keys, and the keys can open that chest that is right by there. I don't want him to see me. I'll just take his spade anyway and go boom, and then I'm going to run away. So he is where you can get a spade from for free, easy, you know where he is, and that is again on the map here. Now the reason you want to do this, there's a few side quests where, you know, spades are going to come in useful, but there's also graves that you can find around in the world, and those graves can be dug up, and there's usually items on the bodies and stuff that you can take. It's not the most profitable, or, you know, you don't even need to do it to be playing the game. It's just an extra little thing. I just carry my spade with me everywhere. Next up, we're going to take a look at honey. So honey is the best food in the game until the second part of the game. You can see I have 59 of them here, and I have 100 health on them, which means they do not spoil whatsoever. If you look down in the bottom right, you can see my health, energy, and nourishment. Once I eat one of these, I get over 30 nourishment, which is very, very, very good for this game. They don't spoil. They do weigh a little bit more, but you don't have to have 58 like I do. You could just have like 10, so you can make room for it. Now, where do you get them from? You need to be looking out in most towns for something like this. At first, I just thought they were decorations until I got to this part of the map and I realized it was a point of interest, and that is the beehives over here. So if we go to Lower Semine Mill, which is just below Semine, you'll get there eventually. You can see on the full map over here, you know, we've got Travaskovitz where you start. It's all the way down in this corner. However, these exist around every town almost. It's every single town I've went to. I just thought they were decorations. I didn't know what they were for. But if we go in, you can steal the honey. So we got like 3 in that one. We got 3 in this one. There's 10 over here. So this will do me for pretty much half the game. Oh, there's none left in that one. Did I already take some? I don't know if they replenish over time. Theoretically, they should. But until you get to the second half of the games, honey will be your best friend. So make sure you're looking for these little grey kind of beehive looking things and get as much honey as you can. Next up, we're going to talk about running, and running will allow you to gain experience in vitality, and vitality is very important because there are a lot of really good perks that you can pick up. There is a very fast way to actually level it up, which I didn't realize at first, and I really wish I had knew. You can see down there in the bottom right, current XP is 547. The next level XP is 770. That doesn't mean that I need 770. It just means I need to get to 770. So I have a couple of hundred XP I need to level up vitality. Now, you can gain vitality through running around like this, whee, and you just get XP in general. Anything you jump over, any obstacles or anything will add XP. However, there is a very, very quick, easy way to level them up, and you're going to see me on screen. Take something that makes you over encumbered. So for me, for instance, I have at the bottom there, you can see 282 out of 300 of my storage space before I get over encumbered. All I need to do is go to like my horse, pick up a few things, and then start to run. Now, you cannot properly sprint, but it doesn't really matter. So on screen, you're seeing me run from one place to another. The first time is with being over encumbered, and then I get rid of all the things to stop me being encumbered. I turn around and I run back all the way to the exact same place that I started. So 2 trips, 1 there, 1 back, 1 encumbered, 1 not. When I ran the length of being encumbered, I had 200 more XP than when I ran back without the extra weight. And it only took me 3 more minutes of running. So what I suggest you do at the start of the game is you're going to be running around a lot. This is a big game, and you won't get horses straight away. You're going to be running everywhere. Take a couple of extra minutes, throw something into your inventory that makes you over encumbered, because you level up that vitality pretty quick. You don't have to do this, for the entirety of the game, but you could probably get an extra 3-4 levels in vitality within the first hour of the game just by doing this. And it only took me 3 minutes more to run from one end of the country to the other, well, one town to another town. And on the way, you're going to see a lot of like beautiful scenery and stuff as well. So it's not like you're going to want to get through these areas really quickly. You want to walk around and see things and explore. And being over encumbered will just allow you to see it a little bit more. It's not something you have to do, but it's something I would advise you to do just to get a few extra levels in vitality at the start of the game. And those are the things that I wished I knew earlier on in my Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 journey. Let me know what you're thinking down below. Thank you for watching. I've been easynow. You guys have been awesome.